So Innovator Die Days is what we call our hack days. So basically giving people 2 days to come up with whatever they think they want to do and just have time designated to building it. Welcome to the 5th Innovator Die. Some of the things I'm looking forward to seeing are some tools that encourage and motivate the team, and then ultimately that are helping the merchant. That's basically what this is about, is basically helping each other and helping the merchants getting better results for them.
We have 48 hours and we have to release something Friday afternoon. And I'm always amazed every time what gets built. But I think it's good that we do this a couple times a year. It kind of opens up our eyes and be like, wow, when we just really buckle down, turn off notifications, we go in a room and we focus like what can actually be built in 48 hours. I think it's pretty amazing. Working with Mark, we started like a week ago, and he's able to like do all these things that, you know, I have a dream or whatever, and he's like putting it together. The other Mark is like doing these graphic things that just like blow my mind, and just like walking around, like the skill set in this building is amazing. And like, we don't want to be a company where it's like Eric, Jay, Ivan, Steph have an idea, so let's do that. It's like everybody has great ideas. The support people are talking to merchants and getting feedback, and they have great ideas. They have the most relevant information, so why aren't we putting resources against those projects? And I think that's a lot of where this is coming from too.
We are working on a game called Who Dis, which is a game designed to help Bold employees learn their coworkers' names.
There's a lot of employees that have joined Bold since we first started, so it's getting tough to remember everybody. Everybody works on different teams, so this game is going to help you remember people, their face and their name.
Who Dis will work by going to a specific URL, which is going to be a secret up until our presentation, and then they'll be presented with a picture of a Bold employee and have to enter from 2 selections what their name is. And they will have 60 seconds to go through the game and get as many answers right as possible.
Mark is going to be designing our logo, so he's actually the one who came up with the name.
This whole thing was my idea.
So far the hurdle has been just entering all the data. We have a bunch of pictures and names to submit, and we also just had a lot of discussion about how the game was going to work. Initially we were going to have 2 pictures and 1 name, and you had to select the right face to go with the name, but we ended up changing that to have 1 picture of 1 face and then 2 names, basically kind of reversing our idea.
We're looking at reducing churn, that's the amount of uninstalls that a merchant goes through, by mapping the customer's journey and finding out where all the pain points are.
I'm working on Bold indoor map. It's a flowing map which shows our desk, roads where people sit, show battery charges, access points, and other layers.
We're working on some dashboarding software that will provide metrics for sales, orders, all sorts of stuff that will be helpful.
I'm adding a new feature in our product discount app.
I'm working on a upgrade in the back end for one of our apps called CSP.
Our app is called Giftify. Now we're revamping it to use the new Bold 2.0 Laravel framework, and we're also revamping it to now be across multiple stores.
We are working on the best dashboard in the world. It's for Crowdox.
I am working on getting the Bold arcade gallery back up and running, full-fledged.
The project that we're working on is a ping pong reservation and rating system. We came up with the idea because we find it hard to either keep track of who's better than the other, or even something as simple as keeping score. Sometimes you just forget, and it's a way of keeping track. And a lot of the time as well, we find it hard to figure out who's playing next or who wants to play at what time. So this is a way of facilitating the players to, I guess, coordinate and make sure that they can play when they want to play. Right now, the first step is doing the reservation system. After that, if we have time, we'll be working on the ranking system. But right now it's designing how it works and seeing if Slack integration is viable. And Andrew has some neat ideas that he wants to put in actual hardware, like physical buttons to press, to, I guess, incentivize people using it and make it more easily accessible for everyone to use.
So we're working on an application that will basically provide a consistent currency conversion all the way from the checkout cart through the checkout process so that the end user and customer never actually see any difference.
Working on Search All. It lets you search all the files of Shopify theme.
We're working on putting a dark theme on Shopify's editor. It's called Bold Shade.
My group is working on user personas. So we're making a model of all of our customers, and we're going to use that information to make better decisions about our products and our services and everything that we offer to them.
So we are working on the Bold Brain, which will be a fancy new app that people can install that will tell them how to use our other apps more effectively.
We decided to do like a bold feud, so it's very similar to Family Feud. We hope it turns out and that we get to present it tomorrow.
So I'm working on a Shopify app to do robocalling, in particular to automate a phone call after checkout.
Well, I'm working on a recurring checkout styling tool that allows a customer to click on something so that they can actually style the recurring checkout to the way that their website actually looks.
So what I'm doing here is building our first theme that uses our framework that we built that incorporates all our apps kind of into it.
I'm working on a CSGO map for the Bold office. So basically I'm taking the entire Bold office and I'm converting it into 3D. And then my pal Devin here is going to be creating assets for the map. So he's going to be matching textures like the carpet, the ceilings, the walls, stuff like that. I've been basically looking at the floor plans and kind of just mimicking it. It's not to perfect scale by any means, but it's kind of just eyeballed and try to match certain elements and like the lighting fixtures, stuff like that to kind of like give it that bold feel. So I don't know what kind of game modes we're gonna do. Maybe like kind of like custom stuff, like escort Frank to the server room kind of thing, or it's anything along those lines. Should be fun for like when we do our charity marathons and stuff like that, so we can all play on the same map and like be familiar with it because it's the office. We're on a pretty good track, so I think we'll at least get the inside of the office done. I don't know about the exterior. I'm just worried about the time constraints, trying to get everything done because it is a fairly big project and hard to recreate everything, all the little details. Yeah, I'm super excited.
We're just putting the finishing touches on it right now. We really just spent a lot of time on data entry and making sure that we can make the quiz as challenging as possible. I'm interested to see how well our coworkers know their fellow coworkers and seeing who can get the highest score, and yeah, just overall how everyone performs. Working with him was a challenge, but besides that, it was a lot of fun.
Wow, really? That's surprising since, you know, pretty much built the entire thing.
We're really excited to share the final product with everyone at Bold, and yeah, we're ready to present.
So originally we wanted to have the scorekeeping buttons on the ping pong table itself, but we started to run out of time, so we panicked and tried to use a cardboard box instead. Didn't work out so well. So Joel had to run out and go get a Tupperware container, which is now going to be the new case for all of the electrical stuff. So the minimum viable product's done. That's the Slackbot, but it's starting to look like, you know, time's running out to get the electrical half done and the scoreboards. So it's all sort of up in the air at this point. Not sure if we're gonna finish yet. It's cutting it real close.
So yeah, we finished the first portion of the building, so like the front room, the entrance, the hallway leading towards the gym and the bathrooms, and also the main atrium area. Like I think my goal was to finish like the entire building, but obviously that was kind of like a pretty big scale once I got into it. So for the portion that I got done, I'm pretty happy with, and I think it looks identical to the building and it's really distinguishable. So yeah, I think it went really well.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm excited about this one. I've said it a few times where I think it's a great showcase of everybody's talent and skill and experience, and very excited to see what you guys came up with this time around.
So we made a mobile game called Who Dis. The game is very simple. You can go online on your phone and you can hit start, and it's going to give you 60 seconds to correctly name as many Bold employees as possible. We're actually going to do it live right now instead of demoing it for you.
We need some sort of reservation system because apparently people are standing in line to play ping pong instead of other things. So it kind of provides a way to be more efficient. We found this was the easiest. What are you laughing at? Yes, pupatas. This is a new word I made up 7 minutes ago. It's the pupatas. That is ping pong table as a service.
If you don't know what Counter-Strike is, Counter-Strike's like a first-person shooter game that's objective-based. So we thought it'd be really cool if we had like our own kind of map that we could play on like Bold casual gaming nights or like for the next Bold charity gaming event.